Oh, this.
Hey, look,
oh, hey. I was doing my mom's moves. Y'all caught me.
Hey.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Y'all missed out if you didn't get to see those moves.
Yeah, you did.
That was the Gwendolyn Gillette effect. All right, Shabbat Shalom, my family, my people, our friends and family. Welcome. This is Story Time.
Story Time.
I'm just one of the hosts. I'm Bonnie, and this is Auntie Shelly on the beat.
Bump.
Ooh, it satisfied my soul, like my whole soul, not half of it, but my entire soul. And listen, I'm 5'8", according to my DMV license. So that's a lot of soul in that.
And you're extra large. Don't forget that.
And we don't need to listen. And I'm an extra large. You don't need to know what country it's from. That don't matter. All I see is an XL on there. Okay.
Oh God.
And so it's a lot. It's a lot. But welcome. Welcome, friends and family. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. It is Friday. It happened so quick.
It did. It really did.
Literally, like a blink of an eye. Friday was like, hey, I'm here.
Yep.
Unannounced. Like, already? So if you're familiar with Storytime, you know that we read the book of Jubilees, 2nd chapter, 18, all the way down to the 22nd verse. Shalom, family. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm excited about this book of James. All right. Jubilees 18 reads, and it says, and he gave us a great sign, the Sabbath, that we should work 6 days, but guard the Sabbath on the 7th day from all work. And all the angels of the presence and all the angels of sanctification, these two great classes, he has bidden us to guard the Sabbath with him in heaven and on earth. And he said unto us, behold, I will separate unto myself a people from amongst all the people. And these shall guard the Sabbath. I will sanctify them unto myself as my people, and will bless them, as I have sanctified the Sabbath, and do sanctify it unto myself. Even so will I bless them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim. And I have chosen the seed of Jacob from amongst all that I have seen, and have written him down as my firstborn son, and have sanctified him unto myself forever and ever. And I will teach them the Sabbath, that they may guard the Sabbath thereon from all work. And thus he created therein a sign, in accordance with which they should guard the Sabbath with us on the 7th day, to eat and to drink, and to bless him who has created all things, as he has blessed and sanctified unto himself a peculiar people above all peoples, and that they should guard the Sabbath together with us. Amen.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And I read that because, I think it's really important for us to be mindful of the time.
Yeah.
And this is one of the most important days that he will have us to honor out of all our feast days.
Yep.
The Sabbath is the day.
Yep.
And so I'm trying to do my best to remember it.
Memorize
it. All right, come on, VHS. Memorize it, and so that's just one of my goals that I want to do, is try to memorize scripture. I don't know why I want to put a re, but that's that Vallejo High for you. All right, so listen, it's so good to be with you all again, another Sabbath. We are going to take you, come along and ride. I don't know, fantastic voyage. Is that what it is? Listen, so we're going to take you on a fantastic adventure in the book of James. So we just finished yesterday the book of Mary, the birth of Mary. So you all know how she came. Okay. It wasn't in your 66. So we gave you great detail. Okay.
Yes.
And now we're going to read about James, which is her stepson. Is it Joseph's son?
I believe it's Joseph's son.
Joseph's son.
Yes. So, but actually he's writing a little bit more detail about Anna and Mary. So about Mary's birth, and then he's going to go into Mashiach's birth.
Got you. Okay. So we're going to go into this. Are we excited or not? Better be excited.
Yeah, and he's the so this is James, or we were wondering because in the book, as you can see, his name is spelled the same as Jacob's, Yaakov. So we don't know why they translated that James for him and Jacob for somebody else, but we know they shady.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So chapter 1, and again, we purchased this book. We don't get any money from it, but we purchased this book on Seafer.net. I just say that because it's a good book to have, and it was $35 if you like to purchase it. Take a week to get to it. Okay.
Yes.
Just in case.
And this who wrote this book is Mashiach's brother.
Thank you.
So they got the same mama.
Gotcha. Huh.
Just for a little background, I mean the same dad. Well,
same
actually, they have the same dad. They don't have the same
because I was like, huh.
Yeah, they got the same daddy.
Right. Okay.
But she's there, so he got a first-hand account, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get started. Let's dive in. All right. In the history of 12 tribes of Israel, we read there was a certain person called Yakim, which is Mary's daddy, who being very rich made double offerings to Yahuwah Elohim. Having made this resolution, my substance shall be for the benefit of the whole people. And we see that because in the beginning, what did he say? They split it for the
a third,
the third for the temple, a third to the community, and then they whatever they had left was for them for their family. For themselves. Yeah. Okay. The benefit of the whole people. Ooh, that's good. That I may find mercy from Yahuwah Elohim for the forgiveness of my sins. But at a certain great feast of Yahuwah, when the children of Yasharel offered their gifts, and Yakim also offered his, Reuben, I wonder if that's Reuben, but Reuben.
No, that's not the 12. Remember this? Reuben gone.
Oh, my bad.
This is that high priest.
Okay, so Raven. Is it Raven? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to pronounce his name right.
Yeah,
but it's like RE''UVEN.
It looks like Reuben.
Yeah, Reuben. Reuben, the high priest, opposed him, saying, "It is not lawful for you to offer your gifts, seeing you have not begot any issue in Yasharel."
So remember, he's the one in the book, in the Zorah Mary at the beginning. Yeah.
At this, Yakim, being concerned very much, went away to consult the registries of the 12 tribes to see whether he was the only person who had begot no issue. But upon inquiry, he found that all the righteousness had raised up seed in Israel. Then he called to mind the patriarch of Abraham, how that Elohim in the end of his life had given him his son Isaac, upon which he was exceedingly distressed and would not be seen by his woman.
So let me throw some in here right quick. Notice how when that high priest told him that, he said, let me go check this out.
Right.
Let me go see if he know what he's talking about. And that's something we don't do today. That's why we got caught up in that Christianity guinea pig or hamster wheel. Because a lot of times we didn't check stuff out for ourselves. If we would just go check, if we get like a feeling, a gut feeling, any kind of anything, something don't sound right, go check it out. Search those scriptures for yourself, because they're not always going to tell you everything. So he searched and searched, and he was like, whoa, I didn't find anything, but notice he knew his history.
Right.
So he said, oh, because Abraham did have a child, so he wouldn't be in there as having no child, but he had the child late when he was old. So he said it can still happen.
It can still happen. He remembered.
Yeah, he remembered. Oh, but I know my history. That's why you need to know your history. That's why when you don't know your history, like just the fact that we did not know we were Hebrew was 80% of our losing battle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. You can do listen to people without no identity. It's like you can like ragdoll them.
Yep. Because we didn't know what to do, where to go. Whatever people told us, we just y'all are Gentiles, okay. Well, this rules apply to us, and we ain't got nothing in the Old Testament
when
don't
you
apply to us. And,
exactly, right?
mhm,
But when you discover being Hebraic or being
mhm,
Hebrew,
mhm.
it points you like to our customs. So
Yes.
that's the first step.
Mhm.
You don't stop there and
Yep.
idolize it.
Right.
But that's your first step. Like,
Mhm,
okay, I'm Hebrew, but now what are our customs?
mhm.
What were we, and how do you find it? It's in the Bible.
Yes, that's our history
That's
book.
our history book.
We never had history. That stuff they're teaching us in school.
That was their version of their history.
And not only that, it only went to like the 60s.
It never went further back.
They went to Martin Luther King and well, I guess the 50s. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. Oh, they gave us Harriet Tubman, but now we finding out, yeah, y'all
Blue
gave
Lamb.
her those, gave us her because she was selling us out.
Right. They were all selling us out.
Mhm.
That's why they're only
Yeah.
that's why they're allowed to be
And
celebrated
that was that
tonight.
focus you
I mean,
kept us
today.
on. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they weren't selling us out, you think they'll have even though it's the shortest month of the year, you
Right.
think they'll allow you to celebrate them people? No,
Right.
they was
Mm-mm.
working for them. But yeah, I digress. That's probably the only time you're gonna hear me say
I'm
that.
just saying.
I
That's
like
what they
it
did.
and still doing.
But wait. Let me tell y'all.
more.
I didn't even know this was a thing until I got an email at work for a meeting invite for LBGTQ History Month.
History Month.
October is LGBTQ History Month. Right?
No
Right?
words. I did not know.
Right?
Did not know.
I didn't either
It
until I
fits.
got the
Halloween.
email.
Halloween. Why not throw the LGBT ABCD?
What?
13,
First, but they're
42?
not they're not a nation.
No,
Y'all
they're
just a
just some
bunch of
people that
people
decided that I want to do this and
of
live
different
my life. Yeah.
nationalities. How do you have a history month?
I don't know. That's interesting, but in the United States, those
Mhm.
in the United States of
Mhm.
America.
I said, let me tune into this meeting.
I know you did.
I sure did.
Hmm.
He got to talking about James Baldwin, and it was a black guy too. I ain't saying he Hebrew, he's black. He might have been a Hamite. He was like, you can't separate James Baldwin from his gayness. If you accept him, you have to accept all of him. So all y'all walking around reading James Baldwin books, you gotta accept the fact that he gay. They better be glad they ain't got no cameras on us. When they have big meetings, you just get to look at them like everybody is muted, all videos off. Like they do that automatically. I must have threw him a look. I bet he felt a shiver at that time.
It's like, what?
He was talking crazy. I was like, look, man, you got the wrong sister over here. I ain't got to do nothing. I ain't got to acknowledge his gayness if I read his book like it's right.
Oh my
But
goodness.
they didn't bring up Sodom and Gomorrah. That's your history. That's going way back. You didn't bring up that history.
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying.
What? Mm-mm. No.
Oh, that's so
Sorry.
sweet.
No, but Linda says she confused because she thought it was breast cancer awareness.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
maybe I'm not gonna go there. It was a joke there, but I won't go there. Hey, I'm just saying this. What it's LGBTQ
I never known that. I would have never known that at all.
I ain't never heard of it.
But
I'm like, is this a Sephora thing? Does anybody else know about this? No, and that man was.
I thought that was the whole like Pride Month. Is that not the? Anywho, I don't want to get too.
Yeah,
but I thought that was.
They have a Pride Month and they got a History Month.
Wow.
That's what I'm like. Was this a Sephora thing, or because I've never heard of this?
Mm.
And then wait,
there's more.
There's more. So have you heard that whole Dave Chappelle thing?
Yes.
When Dave said,
yes.
Chappelle said, everybody come out of China. So somebody from Sephora asked this man, because he's from somewhere else. They got a speaker. Asked this man about the Dave Chappelle comment. Again, if looks can kill, y'all better be glad y'all had the camera off. So he was trying to get him to say something negative, but because the guy, and you should have heard. Wait, is that the one one of them I actually turned my recorder on, but he was like, well, This one's a little hard for me because I identify as a man. You know, some of them identify as a woman. He says, I'm gay, but I identify myself as a man. And I can't say that's not how we were brought into the world. So what he was trying to do was balance it, not be on Chappelle's side, but you can't say he lying.
Yeah.
I can't find any fault in what he was saying. So I'm going to talk in circles for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then see if you're satisfied with that.
I'm sure they were.
Then nobody else say nothing else about it. Because what they wanted to do was a little bit of bashing.
Mm-hmm.
But you really can't find no fault in what he said. Because it's the truth.
It's the truth.
That is how you got here.
But that's how they do it, though,
Mm-hmm.
right? They say they don't like truth. Like now in today's world, it is truth is wrong and the lie is the truth. And if you don't see that, something is wrong with you.
Yeah.
And that's fine. If that's how some people want to operate and move, do you.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it should be forced down other people's throats if they don't agree with it.
Right. Because you already just made that big old statement about James Baldwin. You can't separate the two. Okay, well, you can't separate the fact you came out of vagina.
It is what it is.
Oh, there ain't no kids on there. I'm just saying, that's how you got here.
That is, and they know.
Or you got cut out the stomach, but either way, you came through a woman.
Yes, absolutely. That was just interesting. All right, so verse 6. But retired into the wilderness and fixed his tent there and fasted 40 days and 40 nights, saying to himself, wait a minute, who is fasting 40 days?
That's the Joaquin. Remember when he was missing?
So he's missing for a whole month.
It gets a little
days.
bit. Yeah, it gives a little bit more details. Because remember, she thought he was dead. She was
right,
like,
and she was. Now it makes sense why she was really, really
because
afraid.
He was gone.
Listen, that priest took him all the way out. Okay, derailed him for a whole month and 10 days. That's crazy. But retired into the wilderness and fixed his tent there and fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Who else did that?
Mashiach.
And who else? But he did it in the water. Adam.
That's right. That's right. Because Eve got up, she didn't hang.
Yes. Yep. She was
Yep.
supposed to do 37 days and he did 40.
Yep.
This is no coincidence.
Yep.
Nights, saying to himself, this is what he said, I will not go down either to eat or drink till Yahuwah Elohai shall look down upon me, but prayer shall be my meat and drink. That's why the angel came.
Brother Joaquin or Grandpa Joaquin said, I'll wait.
I'll wait.
I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna wait for you.
Yes, I'm gonna wait for you for 40 days.
My food is prayer.
Yeah.
My drink is prayer.
Yes.
I'm waiting.
I'm gonna wait. Because he needed some answers. In the meantime, his woman Anna was distressed and perplexed on a double account and said, I will mourn both for my widowhood and my barrenness.
Because she thought he was dead.
She thought
he gone. Like, he ain't came home for 40 days.
I was thinking days, but I didn't know, like, brother, you've been gone for a whole month, over a month. Now it really just
sinks in.
Yeah, sinks in even more.
Yeah.
Then drew near a great feast of Yahuwah, and Yehudith, what?
No, it's a different one. It's not the same one.
Oh, okay, my bad.
See, this is her Yehudith, her maid.
Oh, well, and she definitely wasn't a maid. All right. And Yehudith, her maid, if I would have kept reading, said, how long will you thus afflict your soul? The feast of Yahuwah has now come when it is unlawful for anyone to mourn.
Yeah.
Remember those days? You only had 6 days.
You only had 6 days.
And then on the Sabbath,
no
it was the day of the joy.
Yep. No mourning. No mourning on the Sabbath.
Yeah, no mourning on the Sabbath. Take therefore this hood, which was given by one who makes such things, for it is not fit that I, who am a servant, should wear it, but it well suits a person of your great character.
I don't know what this hood is.
Listen, we've been called superheroes for a reason because she's flying. But Anna replied, depart from me. I am not used to such things. Besides, Yahuwah has greatly humbled me. I fear some ill-designing person has given you this. Wow. It teaches you not to take everything from somebody.
Yeah.
Don't take everything. You never know.
Yeah, and I just caught that actually.
Yeah, what spirit people have make things. That's a lot. Because you wouldn't be wearing nothing, okay? I fear some ill-designing person has given you this, and you have come to reproach me with my sin.
Yeah, she said, I don't think you're doing this because you're nice.
Yes.
I don't think somebody, because you see I'm in mourning. Maybe it was something you wasn't supposed to wear. Maybe it was something too elaborate to wear while you're mourning.
Or something that it was just,
something,
or maybe it was just weird, like you during this time, now you offering me this. Like, how long you been working for me and you've never offered me something?
Yeah.
Could have been something like that.
Yeah, it was something weird.
Yeah.
Or she wouldn't have said that.
Right. Then Yahudith, her maid, answered, what evil shall I wish you, when you will not hearken to me? I cannot wish you a greater curse than you are under. Oh. In that Elohim has shut up your womb, that you should not be a mother in Israel.
So you see her motive. That was a low blow.
Oh yeah.
You don't say that to somebody you mean good to.
Right.
Absolutely. She was up to something.
Yes.
Well,
and then attack her for something that you know she's so passionate about, she's sensitive about. Why would you even say that?
And now her husband ain't even here
not there
for 40 days. What just happened to them? All in that. I was like, that
and you feeding her
low.
under, and you making her think that she's under a curse
because she wouldn't do what you said. So that makes me think it was something with this little hood.
Absolutely.
Some kind of witchy poo stuff. You know how them witches
are. She was like, listen, she was mourning, but she wasn't stupid. She was like, no. I still got discernment. That ain't it.
Yeah. You know, I ain't gotta take every gift given to you.
Right.
Just be like,
no, thank you.
Nah.
Thank you. That was a suggestion.
It was somebody that was in our church, Linda and Sheila know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say no names. They used to always be, first of all, they didn't like me. Made it known they didn't like me. Choose me committing adultery every time they saw me. Like, it was the weirdest, craziest thing. I was committing adultery with her boy, wasn't even her husband. Well, I was married, so it's adultery.
Right.
Accuse me every time she saw me, accuse me. I'm like, what are you talking? Apparently this had been going on for years.
Oh, and you didn't know.
I didn't
get
know
the memo.
when I finally found out, and she had called me and said something. I started laughing, like, because I'm thinking she joking with me. Her boyfriend in the back, who went to our church, was like, she's not playing, she's acting stupid, because he was like, I told you were gonna look stupid. I told you were gonna look stupid. My niece and my nephew, they hear this going on because she's screaming it in my ear, and I'm like, she's serious. I go home, I tell my husband, he goes, oh, you finally found out. I said, excuse me, you knew this? He said, oh yeah, she's been doing this for a good couple of years now. He said, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to react. I wanted you to keep acting the same way you were towards her, so she wouldn't have an excuse. Like, people know you're crazy. But she used to always bring me gifts. Always brought me something. She brought me a purse one time. She bought me like this little tea. But you accepted the gifts. I accepted the gifts. I'm not going to tell you where they are right now.
Oh, okay.
But I accepted them.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I accepted the gifts. But I knew, there's some witchcrafty stuff on. And then when Genesis was born, she tried to give Genesis a gift. And I said, no, thank you. That's too big for her. Even though if that had been anybody else, I would have just took it and said she wear it when she fit into it. Right. I was like, no, she's not. I think it was me and Lena. It's like, no, that ain't even coming near my baby. But yeah, she was up to no good. You don't even like, why are you giving me gifts?
And apparently, and you got this story about this thing that's the thing about making stories up in your head, because first off, it's you telling your own story, so you hear your voice telling the story, so therefore you wanted to make it to be true. So it's just weird. And then you give a gift, like, no ma'am, let's be honest, you don't really fool with me like that.
Some demons had you like, I mean, it got so bad till one day she got up in my husband's face and said, you know I'm telling the truth, you just don't want to say nothing because you scared. My husband went, look, that's the first time I seen him like go 5150. He was like, look, we finna end this today. Get out the car.
Oh no.
I was like, Chris, it ain't. He said, no, we finna stop this today. Get out the car.
Oh, no.
You want to do something? Get out the car. Say whatever you got to say. We get ready to end this today, child. The pastor had to come over there and get the girl, put her in the car, talk to her, and her boyfriend, I ain't gonna say no names, y'all.
Leave
her
Peter
boyfriend
alone.
Was like, I tried, y'all. I tried to tell her she don't listen. Da, da, da. I mean, she would go to all kind of people in the church and they be telling her, no, you're wrong.
Oh,
You're
no.
wrong.
That's a spirit for real.
Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
for real.
It was crazy. That's her.
Yeah, that's
This
her.
is made.
That's so weird.
You up
like,
to something.
You don't like me. Don't give me gifts.
Yeah, you're up.
Save your money.
Something wrong with this.
Save your
Because
time.
she says some ill-designing person. She that
felt
discernment.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't right.
And then when she spoke, she kind of like confirmed it.
Yep.
When you spoke,
you can't even have no kids.
Why would you say that? That's crazy. So it says, at this, Anna was exceedingly troubled, and having on her wedding garment, went about in the afternoon to walk in her garden. And she saw a laurel. I don't know why I was about to say squirrel. That's not what that says. Yes, Linda, it was that Auntie Linda. It was that day. She said, "Oh, that day, yeah."
It was that day.
And she saw a laurel tree and sat under it and prayed to Yahweh, saying, "O Elohim of my fathers, bless me and regard my prayer, as you blessed the womb of Sarah and gave her a son, Isaac."
See, again, she know her history.
She know her history.
She said, I could be 80, 90, 100,
It's 200. Just up to you.
Yeah.
It's your timing.
Just give me a baby.
Yes. And as she was looking towards the heavens, she perceived a sparrow nest in the laurel. And mourning within herself, she said, "Woe is me, who begat me? And what womb did bear me? That I should be this cursed, or thus accursed before the children of Israel. And that they should reproach and deride me in the temple of Elohai. Woe is me! To what can I be compared? I am not comparable to the very beasts of the earth. For even the beasts of the earth are fruitful before you. O Yahweh, woe is me! To what can I be compared? I am not compared to the brute animal, for even the brute animals are fruitful before you. O Yahweh, woe is me! To what am I comparable? I cannot be comparable to these waters, for even the waters are fruitful before you, O Yahweh. Woe is me! To what can I be compared? I am not comparable to the waves of the sea, for these, whether they are calm or in motion, with the fish which are in them, praise you. O Yahweh, woe is me! To what can I be compared? I am not comparable to the very earth, for the earth produces its fruits and praises you, O Yahweh.
Yeah, she's like,
I can just feel her. Yeah, just being broken. Pain. You can feel the pain. You can feel, especially when you're comparing yourself to nature.
To nature, yes. She says, even nature obeys you and multiplies. Waves. Look how she's saying the waves.
The waves, whether it's
with
calm,
the fish.
Yes, or whether
praise you. Yeah.
It's heartbreaking here, and like even though I'm a mother,
even the brute animals.
Yes.
Remember the snake in the garden told
Eve,
"Are you a brute animal?" Like,
right. It's like, I don't perceive you to be a brute animal.
Yes.
But
so we see again, this confirms creation is alive and praises Yahuwah.
Yes.
So when you do what you are designed to do, that's praise.
Yes, absolutely.
That's praise.
Functioning in obedience. Okay. Then an angel, I know the Most High was like, "Go get my baby. Go go down there and talk to her."
Yeah.
It's got to hurt.
It gotta hurt.
It's gotta hurt. Like, you my creation, and you think that you're the lowest of the lowest of the lowest,
and you crying out,
and you're crying
out to your Father. He is going to answer you.
He's like, "Baby, no.
Yeah,
it's purpose.
Yes,
there's a reason for this.
Yes,
don't worry, I got you." Then an angel of Yahuwah stood by her and said, Anna, because I bet you she was about to say, "Whoa, Anna."
Yeah.
Yahuwah has heard your prayer. You shall conceive and bring forth, and your progeny
or progeny?
Yeah, progeny shall be spoken of in all the world. And Anna answered, "As Yahuwah lives, whatever I bring forth, whether it be male or female, I will devote it to Yahuwah Elohai, and it shall minister to him in holy things during its whole life."
So she made an oath.
She made an oath right there.
That's what you call an oath.
And you know what? She never even questioned what he said. It was okay.
Yeah,
And
it could be a
sometimes
boy or a girl.
I don't even care what you. Okay, if you
It's
say he's
yours.
gonna do this, I'm gonna believe it right there.
Yep.
And you know how the Most High will give somebody a word, and they're like, well, and they talk.
Show me a sign.
Like, show you a sign. Didn't he send someone and speak that only you knew?
Yeah,
What
right.
other sign do you need, ma'am,
Right.
sir?
Yeah.
She took the word and she said, whether it's a boy or girl, I'm gonna devote. I'm gonna give it back to him.
You. Yep.
Listen.
Yep.
That's good. And and that's how you know Mary did not have kids. Because look, even then she told the priest,
I'm giving it back.
I'm giving it back. And even then when the priest was like, it's time for y'all to get married, she was like, oh no, I'm supposed to be a virgin all of my days for my whole entire life.
Yep. She's like, yeah,
no. My mom no, my dad no, y'all no. We're not doing this. And behold, there appeared two angels saying to her, behold, Yakim, your husband, is coming with his shepherds. For an angel of Yahuwah has also come down to him and said, Yahuwah Elohim has heard your prayers. Make haste and go from here. For behold, Anna, your woman, shall conceive. And Yakim went down and called his shepherds, saying, bring me 10 she lambs without spot or blemish, and they shall be for Yahuwah Elohai. And bring me 12 calves without blemish, and 12 calves shall be for the priests and the elders. Bring me also 100 goats, and the 100 goats shall be for the whole people.
So notice that 3.
Same. I was just about to say that. And it goes back to what they've been doing.
Yes.
Community, the priests, their family.
Yep. Yeah.
And this is how they're using their wealth.
Yes.
Give people today this kind of wealth.
Yes.
Do you think it's going to be community?
No.
Not the way this media has trained us to think about one another?
Yeah. Yes. And also I noticed that it's in proportion.
Yeah.
Like, of course, you're going to make sure 100 more people get more goats than you give the priest. They got 12 calves. All the people got 100 because there's more of them.
More of them.
Whereas in Hasatan's Christianity world, this is flipped.
Yes.
Most of the stuff goes to the one man, and the other people don't even really get that, do they? No.
Well, they get a sensation, like they got some. Like they
they get the promise that never fulfills.
Right.
That you're gonna be blessed.
You get the feeling like, ooh.
There's going to be $50 in your mailbox or whatever.
I mean, they get a tax,
give this love
paper at the end of the year showing how much they gave.
Yeah, get a tax write-off.
Bingo, you won.
And but he don't have to pay no taxes. Like, as long as they say, all they need to do is say, the house don't belong to me, it belongs to the church. You pay no taxes, no nothing. So you basically live in tax-free. Your salary is not. You don't really get a salary because the people are paying for they buy my groceries, they pay for my car, they pay for my gas. All this comes from the church. So therefore, I don't have an income. So therefore, I don't pay taxes.
Well,
that's how them rich ones is working it. That's how they got planes. They don't have to pay no taxes for that plane, for the gas. The church pays for the gas because the church owns the plane. But try to get in that plane and go somewhere. Try to call the pilot and say, I need the church plane because my parents in New Orleans died and I don't have money.
Oh, well, you won't be catching that flight. You just won't be going.
You just won't be going.
You be zooming in on that funeral.
Right. So it don't really belong to the church.
No.
Absolutely. And the IRS knows this.
Yeah. Listen,
they know what they be
doing this mess.
We ain't dumb. They ain't dumb. But that's what they do.
Absolutely, and been doing it. And Yakim went down with the shepherds, and Anna stood by the gates and saw Yakim coming with the shepherds. And she ran and hanging about his neck and said, you know what, that reminded me of The Notebook.
When she ran. Say that's you.
Oh, but that's us. That's definitely us.
I ain't never seen The Notebook, so I don't know.
It's one of my favorite movies. Put me and Abram in there. We do good. Now I know. Maybe not. I don't like the ending. Now I know that Yahuwah has greatly blessed me. For behold, I who was as a widow am no longer as a widow, and I who was barren shall conceive. Everything that I thought I was,
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'm
that.
not. I'm not.
I'm not.
Because Yahuwah has heard me.
He heard me.
And she leaves right away.
Right away.
No questions. She was like, oh, cool. I'm like, oh, okay.
Listen, whether it's a boy or girl, I'm giving them back.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do this.
I'm sure they did.
I mean,
Chapter 5. And Yakim abode the first day in his house, but on the following day he brought his offerings and said, if Yahuwah be propitious to me, let the plate which is on the priest's forehead make it manifest. I did read that right.
Yes, you did.
Let the plate which is on the priest's forehead make it manifest. I don't.
I think so. Maybe he's going. So he hears all this. He says, "I'm going back to give my offering," because remember the priest wouldn't let him. He said, "I'm going back to give my offering," and so he's asking for something to happen with the plate, because the high priest has that plate with the 12 stones.
Right, and okay, that was just a little Vallejo High School moment where I actually thought, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm a little.
Don't say you thought a plate, like a dinner plate. Bonnie.
And in Yakim, want to say, and verse 3, and he consulted the plate, which and he consulted the plate which the priest wore and saw it, and behold, sin was not found in him. And Yakim said, now I know that y'all gonna have to wait till Monday so we can get this back. So we can start back.
It's not a dinner plate, y'all. Just the high priest has the plate with the 12 stones. Israel on it, and it's right here on this. It's called a breastplate. That has the 12 stones.
Tomato.
No. Sorry. And this ain't a tomato.
Oh, Joanna, she got jokes.
This is. She said, "You know what a dinner plate look like, as opposed to." It's not tomato. It's tomato steak.
But I was thinking. Next time I might want to put the ladder away before I get on story time.
No, you have the wrong ladder, boo.
Oh, no? Let me wipe all these eyebrows off.
You was in the wrong cabinet. You in the kitchen.
The more I read it, the more I see that it wasn't an actual plate. But because I was born in 86 and in this time zone, the image came to my head as a plate. But the more I read it, I see
on the year you was born.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that.
He was intentional.
We'll go with that.
He made me visual.
Somebody out there got something from that plate.
Right.
Somebody.
And he consulted with it.
Right. They don't want to admit it, but they got something.
I saw a plate too. Don't play me.
Maybe that's. She saw a plate.
I know you saw a plate, but she saw spoons and a knife.
Yeah, so she saw the whole dinner.
She saw them all. She saw the whole dinner. That was yeah. So we're gonna find out what was on that plate. I mean, we know 12 tribes and jewels. We gonna move forward from the plate.
Yes,
okay?
we are.
Don't bring it up.
Yeah. Well, we can't guarantee that, but. That's a good couple of weeks worth of jokes with the plate, but yeah. Some gluten fried chicken.
Which you ate 6 pieces of.
Some gluten. Oh, I could not get it. Girl, don't trip. It ain't that bad.
It's all right.
It ain't that bad.
It's all right. I just
I'm sure somebody else probably thought that too.
I'm sure.
Because the priests eat the offerings. They, some of that was
right, and they don't eat with their hands, right? So I'm sure that they had like plasticware back then. Maybe not plastic.
Okay, we gonna.
Did we say shallow?
Yeah, because we gonna get you away from that plate because you just no plastic, no plastic.
We don't know them days.
There wasn't no plastic. I would tell you that. Plastic came later. Have a seat at the table. Okay, Linda,
I would,
whatever.
Auntie Linda, but you don't be answering my calls.
Oh. Wow.
Listen, we will see you all on Monday, because you know what?
Yes, we'll get you
Chapter
off the cliff.
5. Yeah, we're gonna get you off the cliff, and we're gonna find out what he knows. Okay.
And remember, this is the book we are reading.
Yes, the Gospel of James. Okay.
Yes, even though it says Jacob. What is Joanna?
Joanne, she said no. She didn't see no play. No,
Oh, okay. She's like, nah, don't blame that on me.
She said no. She didn't see no play. But because we're one and we're in the same family, I'm gonna say that you saw it because you put it up there, and you're visual too. You're creative, so I know Joanna saw it.
She's like,
she's artsy, so she saw it. She saw it.
She's artsy. Nothing. I'm gonna let it go.
Shalom, y'all.
Shalom.
I love y'all. We love y'all. She saw the place. I know she did.